Okay, gusto ko ka kinakuan. Ito amo ka patsipikani. Ichitapo takiamo ka piskan. Chipakskin skutsuyu pa. Hi, my name is Quinton Crow Shoe. I'm from the Piikani Nation, part of the Blackfoot Confederacy, and I work here at the Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. The buffalo jump represents an ancient form of communal hunting amongst our ancestors. For thousands of years, they herded up the buffalo and they chased them over, tricked them, lured them to the edge of a cliff and stampeded them over for survival, food, shelter, clothing, tools, weapons. And this site has been here, the Interpretive Center has been here for since it opened up on July 23rd, 1987. This site is one of the many sacred sites within the ancestral domain of the Blackfoot-speaking people, otherwise known as Nitsitapi. And there's many sacred sites. Head Smashed In is one of them, but we're very fortunate that the elders and the leaders of the day back in the early 80s agreed to put an interpretive center onto a sacred site. And so since that time, we've been able to share this story with people from around the globe. This site was designated UNESCO in 1981 under the cultural designation, meaning that the people are still here and we're here to share our way of life. So Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump, when the archaeologists dated this site through radiocarbon dating some of the bone deposit below the cliff, they dated this site over 6,000 years. To put it in perspective, our ancestors were herding up the buffalo and tricking them over the cliff before pyramids of Egypt, before Stonehenge. So that's how old this site is. So since our opening in 1987, we've had close to 3 million visitors here at the site. And we've had many motor coaches come here, different companies from around the globe, inbound and outbound tour operators, bringing visitors here each day, every day. We average, I want to say 250 to 300 motor coaches each season, bringing guests mostly from the United States. And so we also have, it's an amazing place to come as a FIT, an independent traveler. Bring your family, bring your friends. And we have interpretive guides who roam the levels, and you can ask them questions. You can pull them aside, or they'll approach you and ask you if you have any questions or if you have any concerns. And so we have host guides, interpretive guides. Our staff are very welcoming, our cashiers and our gift shop workers, and all the staff here are knowledgeable in the history of this site. So unlike a museum where you're reading things behind a glass, we are an interpretive center that has people here that can share ancient knowledge that has brought down through oral tradition with our communities. Right next door here is the Piikani Nation. We have employees from all over the Blackfoot Confederacy that work here, and they come from families that have a background in history and stories from their ancestors and the elders that they share with people from around the globe. When this site was designated in 1981, the discussion started about possibly having an interpretive center here, and the elders and knowledge keepers and the leaders of the day, they had to garner the permission to have this interpretive center built on a sacred site. So they tasked a man to go around to all the Blackfoot communities, to the leaders, the chief and councils, the knowledge keepers, to garner the support to build an interpretive center on a sacred site. So that individual was my grandfather. This is my grandfather here. His name was Apuch Soyuz, Weasel Traveler. His wife's name was Piochkomunita Piaki, faraway Nez Perce woman. His government name was Joe, and her government name was Josephine. And he was instrumental in the establishment of this site, so much so that they designated this room in his honor. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we are very fortunate to have this building. You can call it a platform or a medium that we can use it to help us share our story through the exhibits and going through the different levels of the facility. Prior to that, we didn't have anything in this region. We might have a small operation here or there, but as Indigenous people, our tourism product is our stories and the landscapes. So to have an interpretive center to help support that is amazing. It allows us to make reference to the exhibits, to the storytellers from our community. We engage the elders. We have drumming and dancing every Wednesday in July and August. And it's interpreted drumming and dancing where you're learning the stories of the different types of dances and how it intertwines with the story of the ancient Buffalo culture. We have different programs throughout the year. We celebrate National Indigenous People Day, we celebrate Family Day. The special days throughout the year, we have special events here. We also have hikes. If people want to take a hike back into the drive lanes or the gathering basin, they can sign up and register. Just go to our website. Our website has all the current information, and they can sign up for a hike. Tour operators can go to our website and book their groups to come in. We have an Elders Advisory Committee, and the Elders Advisory Committee helps us. They provide their guidance, their wisdom, their knowledge, their support, and anything we do here at the site, we have to get the approval of the elders. And the elders are the ones that give us that approval. They give us the rubber stamp and they say, go ahead and change your exhibit, or they approve. And we have to stay within the storyline that they approved years and years and years ago. So, it's part of our tradition. The way you're told a story, you can't embellish it, you can't add on to it, you can't change the beginning or the ending. You have to share that story the way it was passed on to you. And so it's no difference here. So when new employees come, they learn the story. We bring in elders from the community and our staff, and we share with new employees so that they learn the storyline and they stay within the parameters of our interpretive matrix. And the elders, that's what they wanted, and that's what they approved. Head Smash and Buffalo Jump is an amazing experience, and our best form of marketing and promoting this place is people who have come here, and when they leave, they have newfound knowledge, and for them to share it with their visiting family, friends, and relatives, to share it on their social media profiles, things such as Google, TripAdvisor. Those platforms really help support our forms of marketing and promotion. But word of mouth is the best. And we've had many people here. They come here, they learn new information, and they take it. And this history, it's Alberta's history, it's Indigenous history, but it's everybody's history. So everybody has to come here and learn about it and share it. Iksokapi, kitaginamatsen, kennaye.